here on the famous Northwestern Railway. Through top pack, he's called upon the engines of the iron solar. We're the power behind everything. The branch lines, everything on the iron solar. You're watching these stories of the iron. Here on the Scott Louis Railway, us trains can haul lost out over a short amount of distance, and that will make trains special. So come and train ride with us sometime. Yeah, we will take you to incredible places. All aboard! Here on the Arnoldville Miniature Railway, we have more stories to tell. Yeah, we do. We have a lot of stories to tell, but there's time to tell our story. Here on the Collie-Fowl Mountain Railroad, we have to tackle a big hill. We have to tackle that monster of a hill, but you will see eventually that we can. You're watching the last episode of These Are Stories of the Island Season 3! Esther Topham was dealing with how would I get people to the Arnoldville Miniature Railway that just opened? How? I deal with that. Sir Topham mumbled in a funny voice. He said, maybe I can design one of my engines. Yeah, one of my engines should do the trick. But which one? But I have yet to open up the branch line. How can... Well, wait. No, they haven't started operating yet. It's going to be another month. It's going to be another day or two before they at least start operating. But I have plenty of time to open up the branch. Who at this... We interrupt These Are Stories of the Island for a quick announcement. You see, I got an idea to do a duck-face story. Right? To do a duck-face story. And this episode is going to be pretty weird. But you see, it's going to all be about duck and the branch line. Plus a bit about Arthur and stuff. But never mind. Had the work ended? Yes. It ended last month. Now, I know who I can find to run it. Percy. He said he only wanted a branch line. I'll first try Percy. It will start off near Timoth, okay, where Percy sleeps. Percy. Yes, Sir Topham? Bum. Yes, Sir Topham? Could you possibly go run a new, your own branch line? What? On Earth? I'm not even done with... But don't worry, sir. Leave that branch line up to me. And Percy backed out. Said, finally, driver, I get a branch line. Thomas told me many stories about him. But then a day later, he said, I might not be the right engine for the job, driver. Why that, Percy? It's a long way between coal hoppers. and I'm only a little engine. As Percy came back to the shed a day after running the line, he said, Thomas, what? As I said back to him, what, Percy? Are you retired from running your new branch line? I said to him, and he told me, Thomas, how do you do it? And he said to me, Thomas, how do you do it? And I replied back to say, how do I do what, Percy, my friend? I mean, the wretched timetables, I couldn't keep it track, he said to me. Well, listen. Listen, Percy. I tried to keep myself to a timetable. But I know that. All friends should keep it. And Percy, as I explained to Percy, they were more about running a branch line than getting to the end of the line. I told him I take my time when I'm running my line. What you want, young whippersnapper? What? What was that? What was that, you young whippersnapper? Please ignore Toby, I said to Percy. I'm gonna go tell Sir Topham. Maybe Wait, I already have a branch line. In case you don't know what line I'm referring to, let me just show you. Now, look, this black thing is Toby's old line. It's Toby's old line. What on earth is that? I'm gonna go watch. As Sir Tom had signed Toby being how me and Percy were arguing. He wanted to try some of the Farquhar boys. And he said, ha ha! I get to run my own branch line. But then another day later, an hour later, he said, I'm too old to travel up and down. As I explained, and he even said, Thomas, Miss, your line is perfect for all three of us to work. It's the short amount of distance between Thomas, man. I'm gonna go pick up my passengers and bring them down. I'm gonna go pick up my pass. As Toby left to go pick up his passengers and bring them down to Toy Rack and bring them down to the Toy Rack mines. He left. But Sir Topham said, alright, I'm still handling the fact that 3 of my engines... What? Why is that not working? Thomas, I just can't believe you. You know what? I want to go tell Sir Topham Hatt about it. Be back in a minute. And Percy left to go out like. As Percy left to go. And also from now on, episodes are now 30 minutes long. I'm gonna go tell Sir Topham Hatt, Percy said to himself. That he made the wrong choice. That part of the line is just too big for a tank engine. It's almost compared to the Great Western Railway that Duck came from. It's almost at Percy's. I can't wait for Duck to say that. But we're not going to go to work until later today. He said to himself. As Percy said, I can't believe Sir Topham would make such a bold shit decision. Like, what was he fucking thinking? The little engine, I know a little engine can do big things, but I think Sir Topham would not freaking thinking right way. Not fucking thinking. Not fucking thinking. Oh fuck. I'm on the wrong platform. Well, fuck. Easy, Percy, said driver. The language. Sorry. Easy, Percy. The language hit. I'm sorry. But listen. Can I speak to Sir Topham Hatt? Sure. What? Well, I have a secret. You wanna hear it? Right? How do you even hear again? Oh yeah. What? I wanted to test out on you just to see the line if the track is stable. I know that, but who's gonna really run on it, sir? You wanna hear who? Who? I'll tell you. And Sir Topham had said who will run on it, and I said, oh, Duck and Oliver will run on it? Yeah, but when? No, yeah, but when, sir? Later. Like later today or later that week. Later today, around 9 p.m. So what time is it currently? Wait, 9 p.m. Gonna be later around 8. It's gonna be around 2 p.m. when Duck line. But until then, can you keep it? Sure. But I asked engines, all except for Duck and Oliver, go to work. Gordon. A breath run right away, got it, sir. Well, can at least Duck shunt my coaches? Sure. I'm going. I'm going to say, come on, Duck. Come on, Duck. Fine. I'm coming. But today's a great day to be. I hear BR is going to say that Solar now a heritage railway. That later today be the same Gordon, you know. Yes, I do know, sir. Later today, BR will declare Sodor a heritage site exactly when you declared Little Western to be open. To declare the Little Western will be open. But can you keep... I know. I'm trying to keep a secret from Doc. Look. Duck, my coaches. Duck, Oliver, you've been shunted. Why that, sir? Oh, Duck, can you pick up the coaches and just give them the Gordon? Sure. What about me? Can you wait until 2 p.m. before you start work? Sure, sir. I can't believe. Duck did his own branch line. Well, Oliver helped build it, so he should know about it. But still, my coaches! I'm going away. Right, I better get to work, said Duck. But Pa, that he making us do this? But I don't know why, but I think or Topham that's that they're the coaches. As the shunting. But they knew that Duck had his... They wanted to keep a secret from Duck. All the engine said, A duck said, I can't believe it. A life on the Hawthorne branch line and a little western. A life on the sunshine and a little western. And I was forced to this. Sir Thomas has said to Thomas, Annie Percy, if I'm going to promote Duck today, you and Toby will work on the new harbor line of Thomas's branch line. Okay. So you and him, Thomas, coupled up. And said, well, I Thomas said, listen, Clarabelle, Duck doesn't know that. It's only 12:25 p.m. I mean a.m. You know what, I know. It's only the two of those comet thingadoodles. 35 p.m. So he has at least another hour where until he get promoted. What you mean he hasn't? Thomas headed up his branch line to Farquhar Station. Headed up his branch line to Farquhar Station. He went past the bus garage. Went under the Impro Bridge. Hey Harold. Hi Thomas. You know, this station, the toy wreck station hasn't been used since the end of World War II. Thomas said, the reels are... Why did my branch line go out there for? I can't believe in a few short hours we're gonna open up the new line. That brand new line. What you mean brand? new. Well, it's kind of going to be a real. I'm not going to stop here anymore. As Thomas went past, and in the junction, he saw the junction. Now, now he went through the junction, but he didn't continue in the junction for long. Soon enough, he saw the opening back up to the branch line. Soon enough, he saw the opening again. And he went. Why am I not done this until now? Edward up. Up where? Up to Brenham Dock. As he said, okay, I'm going up to Brenham Dock with my coaches. Let me guess. Our favorite little blue engine airplane. I like Thomas, but he's really leaving a mess of the points around. Edward said he surely leave a mess of the point. He leave a mess of the point. As Sir Tom has said, alright, everything's fine for Doc. Hold on. As Edward left, he said, come on, you coaches, you gotta go on. You can't. As the coaches said nothing because they don't have any spaces. As Edward stopped to pick up his passengers. As he said, Oak, as the guard said, all aboard! As Edward quite as he said, wow, it's almost time for Duck. As it was 5 minutes before Duck needed to. As Edward said, wow, I can't believe that in a few short minutes, Duck will get promoted. I remember when Thomas got promoted. As their top hat gave the order to the engines, the clock just struck. And you know what? I changed my mind. I'm gonna make them however long I want. The clock just broke. You know what? I'm gonna make it 35 minutes. As he said, Duck, I have a job for you. You now. I'm gonna make every episode of season 4 35 minutes. As Duck said, okay, what my job? Grab yourself grab Oliver and I will tell you. Beware. A Duck was he said, okay, I will grab Oliver. Hey Oliver, are you coming? Yes, Monster Q, I am. Come on, Toad, it's time. He said, come on, Toad. Right behind you all. As their top and hat, was waiting for Duck and Oliver. As he looked at his watch, saying, Hazel, as he looked at his little pocket watch. You know, that thing that he had back in. That way he looked at, basically. Now, he said, Duck running extremely late. A Duck said, wow. He said, hey, I know this station. 10 station. Duck? Yeah? Where's Oliver? I cannot say that this thing is open without him. As Duck replied, oh, great. You see, this is telling the last episode of season 3. This is the note that season 3 will go out on. As he said, Mr. Oliver, I'm hoping he talked about that. Shh, not yet. Oh yeah, the little hero. It was the little. As he said, the little what? Oliver Verto said, okay, we're ready, Sir Topham. they both said. And with great honors, as Sir Topham Hatt, that officially announced the Little Western open for business. Duck, you and Oliver will run it. This brand new line. As Duck was speechless from what Sir Topham had told me. As Duck wanted to be the first engine down the Little Western. As Sir Topham had showed him where to go, Duck laughed. Duck, you two, Oliver, you're now clear to go along the Little Western. As Duck and Oliver both left the regular duty behind, but don't worry, Sir Topham Hatt got them replaced. Right, that was the ending of another season of These Are the Stories of the Island. Wow, time's a short chain. I used to pump out a season. I promise I used to pump out season 1 per year, but now wow, I can't believe that season 3. See you all a year from now when we start season 4. I'm now going to produce 1 season per year, maybe less. See you all whenever for season 4. And until then, this has been Not Pod, and I will see you next time.